So we're back, and this week our school home learning is Bake Off. So today we've been tasked with making bread. Now, my speciality is sweet, not savoury, but we've made Fadgies plenty of times before, and Isla is seeming to become a little bit of a pro with the Fadgies. So my nana used to make Fadgies. It's a teesside thing. You'll struggle to find a proper recipe for Fadgies online because it's local, very local. Probably similar to a bun or a bap, or not so much a bun. It's a bit stodgier than a bun. So we're gonna today make Fadgies. When my nana used to make them and you used to walk through the front door, there is not a smell in the world like Fadgies. It just used to smell absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to recreate that smell today and hopefully help you to have that smell in your home too. It's not a difficult recipe. It's probably one of the easiest breads that you could possibly make, other than shoving all of your ingredients in a slow cooker. We're going to get our hands in. Now, there is a 45-minute to an hour stint in the middle where you need to prove your bread buns, your baps, your bams, your Fadgies, and they should double in size. Your oven should be at 230 degrees, and once they've doubled in size after an hour, once you've proved them in a warm room, then you can pop them in the oven for 15 minutes and coat them with a bit of flour so that they don't burn. As soon as they're brown, golden brown, pop them out of the oven, cut them in half, put some butter on ready to melt, and enjoy them warm because there's nothing better. So your ingredients are 675 grams of flour, 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Now, we will put more salt in. My nana used to use a full crate of salt, I'm sure, because it was a lot saltier than the recipe that we follow. So we're going to add a little bit more salt. 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. Then you've got a sachet of easy yeast, which is 7 grams of easy yeast. Then 1.5 tablespoons of lard and 400 mils of water. Now, the water needs to be 225 mils of cold water and 75 mils out of the kettle, just so that it's warm. We're splitting our ingredients so that we can both play along, and then we can both enjoy at the very end. So this is how to make Fadgies. So we're both gonna go. Henry, you go first. No, you do. You need to get up on your knees so you can reach. I'm going 340. So let's move that over a minute. So you're going past that line. Go to that line there, and then Mummy will help you after that. Put the weight on there. Take the weight off, that's it. Shake, 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 shake. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Ready? One more line, one more line, one more line. There we go. Right, there's your flour.
Pop
that in there, Henry.
I need to run and get another.
No, there's plenty.
How do you hold it?
Sit. Henry, pop that on there. So we're popping all of our ingredients, our dry ingredients, in the bowl first. So you put your flour in first, 340. So go to the 300 there. We're putting our flour in first, then we'll add our salt and our sugar and our yeast. Well, I know, Isla, but you're not holding it very sturdy. 20, 40, there we go. Just pop that in your bowl.
It's supposed to be on 40. Yeah.
We are now going to add our sugar. So we need
teaspoon.
1/2 teaspoon if you're doing the full lot. So we're going to go for 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. So you're just going for the tip, Henry. That'll do.
Where's my teaspoon?
No, that's too much. That's too much.
Where's my teaspoon?
We're just going to use the one. That's it. Do you want me to put it on the spoon and you do it? That's it. Right, turn it now. Sorry, darling. Right, put that in, and then we need a tiny bit more. In there, in there. Tiny bit more. Do another one of them. That's too much. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. There you go. That's it. Isla, 1/4 of a teaspoon. So half of a half. Half of a half. 1/4.
It didn't go in there.
That's it. Oh, you were right the first time. That'll do. Right, now it states 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but we're just going to go for gold.
We can't put too much. Let me do it.
Want me to do it? That way. Other way. You're twisting it the wrong way. Mommy do. Mum do.
No. No.
You're twisting it the wrong way. It's not coming out.
Don't use the whole thing.
This could take a while.
Not too much.
That sounds like a lot more than it is, I promise. Don't think that much. And then you need to, where's your little ball of yeast? Is that yours or Isla's?
Mine yeast.
That's yours.
Now just pour it wherever I want.
Yeah. So we're just going to mix that in a little bit. Isla, that's enough.
Put my
Put your
salt
yeast in.
Put my yeast anywhere you want and then just mix it in.
Stop.
You don't see any yeast. No, you don't see any yeast.
Everything should be mixed. Now we're going to do our lard. So for your whole thing it's 1.5 tablespoons. So we need 3/4. Isla, you're going to flick that all over the place. I'll put it on the spoon and you put it in the bowl.
What does lard taste like with nothing in?
It's just fat.
You should have. If you put it in the grill, would it go on fire?
Right.
No, that's my piece.
There we go. And then a bit for
Me?
right now. Take that off.
Looks like cheese.
Good lass. Wash it off. Right. Now we've got our clean hands. Yeah, we've got our clean hands. You're going to go into the bowl and we're going to do this.
Oh, I need to kneel up for this.
The same as you do when we're making biscuits.
It doesn't really feel anything.
You need to breadcrumb it. Now it won't go as breadcrumby as a dough normally will, but you just need to make sure that it's all crumbled up.
It smells like... It smells like scrambled egg sandwiches.
Oh, lovely. That sounds delicious.
I like scrambled egg sandwiches.
So we're doing this, trying to get the lard into tiny little bits.
Mommy, I grabbed my own finger because I thought it was yeast. Not yeast, what's it called?
Lard.
Yeah, lard. I thought the lard with my finger.
So,
You said like this or slower? Do I need to go slower than this?
I said so, not slow.
How do you sew?
Right,
So
so you should have very, Isla, you just squashing yours together. You need to be doing this, what me and Henry are doing.
well, can
So
I
you're
have
turning
some
it
help?
into like sand.
Can I have some help?
Well, just stop squeezing it and do that. Watch. So you need to be breaking it up into tiny little bits
Like that?
so that it's going through. You've got all that to come in here, look. No, you're squashing it. You're not breaking it up.
How do you work it up?
Like, don't tickle it.
Like this?
Like this.
Like this?
Right.
Like
Now
this?
we're going to put in...
What should we do with our hands?
Nothing, because you're going to keep them in.
Oh no.
Right. Now we're going to pop in our water. So I need to split ours between 2 kids, so just bear with me.
Are we going to put them in again?
Mind your hands. Just
Should we
wait.
put our hands in? Is it hot water?
I'm on the wrong side.
Not cold.
Wait. It's warm.
Do we have to put our hands back in?
Right, now mix it all together. You should get a dough.
Your hands?
Yeah.
Let me do. Let me
Go
do. It's hurting my finger because it's salty.
Shouldn't be hurting your finger. You might need a little bit more water. Come on, squeeze it together.
I need some more water. I might need some more water.
actually adding ours in gradually because I have a very big tendency of making sloppy dough and having to add the flour. If you do make a sloppy dough, add flour. Get all of that dough. Don't shake it, don't shake it. All of that dough in from around the outside.
Mum, it's basically just sticking to my fingers.
So you need to be working it and getting the dough in.
Can you do this bit?
Well, no, because now what are you going to do with all of that?
I don't know how I'm going to scrape all this off my fingers.
It'll come off once you've got all of the dough, like it normally does. Keep
It won't,
putting it
because I've
together.
got a lot.
It will, look.
I've got 4. I've got white fingers.
Come on.
My hands
So
are
when I said
stuck.
that this is the quickest bread recipe and the easiest bread recipe, that was before I decided to do it with 2 children in tow. So my nanny used to knock these out on a Sunday morning with some sausage rolls.
Ooh, can we make some sausage rolls?
No, we can't. And ready for everybody going to visit on a Sunday. We used to work our way through the Fadgies and the sausage rolls. My cousin used to eat them just with tomato sauce on.
That's like me.
And my husband likes them with Lurpak and tomato ketchup.
I would eat it with tomato ketchup. I would eat anything.
Right, Henry,
with
try
it.
and squeeze them together with your hands and it'll take some of that dough off them.
Mum.
Squeeze it in. Come on now, let's keep going.
Can I have some
Henry,
help?
need some more.
I need some more flour, I think.
You don't need more flour.
It
you
smells
need-
like sprouts.
No, it doesn't. So we've got our dough apparently smells like scrambled egg and sprouts. It doesn't.
It does.
I can assure you it doesn't.
It does to me. Can I just go to the sink?
Not yet. Mommy will get it off in a second. So our dough is starting to form into a ball.
And you flicked his door. Oh!
Right, behave, because it's going to end up
That was
stuck to
on
the
my
ceiling.
new
Oh, it doesn't matter, it will come off. Right, Henry, go and wash your
the
hands.
ceiling.
Don't touch anything.
How am I supposed to get down? Right, I'm going. Can we go and wash our...
I'm nowhere near in the dough ball yet.
Yeah, but I need to go and wash.
Nowhere near.
Can I go
You've
and
just been tickling the top.
I can't help it.
You can.
I'm going to wash them.
I'll help you now.
I'm not doing anything.
No, because you've got loads of dough stuck to your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
So it should all start sticking together and everything that's stuck to your fingers in that time should start to stick to your dough ball and come off. You should have cleanish hands once everything's stuck together. So make sure that you're getting all of that separate dough. Add any extra flour if you need to, if you've gone too sloppy. Add any extra water if you're a little bit dry. So we have 2 elasticy, it says, is the way that we describe it, balls of dough. So
What does elasticy mean?
I would advise now you to get your hands washed, and don't pick that off on the way, please. Get your hands washed, move your balls out the way because we don't need the balls anymore, and we need a rolling pin. So,
Wait, I'm digging! Digging! Coming for you!
see through one of the in the bottom, let's draw down.
One is here. That's Isla's. And one is here. See through one's mine. If I find it. Sorry, we're just sorting it all out. And I'm washing my hands. Oh, nice.
So, we've got 2 pieces of baking paper to put down so that we don't get flour everywhere, because I've got 2 stations rather than just 1. If it was just me, I'd just whack loads of flour on the worktop. So you need to flour your worktop slightly so you're not sticking together.
Yeah,
And
with a rolling pin.
flour your rolling pin.
Flour your rolling pin.
We don't need that yet. Pop your rolling pin to the side. So we're going to knead. So kneading, you need to do this for 5 to 8 minutes. So we're going to time the 5 minutes and then see how we go. So kneading, you're going to do this into you're folding it and folding it and folding it. No, I said put them down. Folding it, folding. So you've got to really just put your back into it, really. Just be careful you don't come off a chair or anything like that. We're pushing it along the surface.
Can I do it?
So you've really got to get some oomph into it. Push in, Henry. Put it up on your knees.
Can you show me?
Yeah. So, put it
just washed our
then
hands.
check them guns out.
We haven't washed our
So we're still going and you're kneading it in. Push right into it, Henry.
Like that?
That's it, yeah. Fold it, roll it, fold it, roll it.
Broke my knuckle.
Fold it, roll it. Come on, because you've got 5 minutes to do this.
Fold it.
Get them guns working.
Roll it.
Try and use maybe that part of your hand. So push in, that's it. And pull it back, fold it over, start again. We're getting all that air out. So you're squeezing it, you're kneading it, come on.
I need to go on a run before.
So
This is what
pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Mommy, next time.
No, don't do that.
Next time, just let me know when we're doing Fadgies because I'm going for a run
Let
right
me have a look,
so I can
please.
get my muscles.
And we're going to go like this.
And
Push and push and push. Keep going. So you should be really, there shouldn't be any sticking to the worktop. We should be nice and
actually
dry dough. And we're still pushing, still pushing. Yeah, give it some welly, Henry.
Oh,
So you should be out of puff after doing this for 5 minutes, I'm sure. So we've gone 2 minutes. So we're still going and we're still going. So once you've done this, you've got 2 options. You can either tear it, depends what shape you want to do it. So
can I do
from the shop? No. From the shops that you used to be able to buy them in. So I think they used to come in a round and have very small triangles sliced into them.
Can we have that?
So you can do one big one and slice it into small triangles, ready to break when it comes out of the oven. Or my nana, and I know my husband's grandma, used to do little round ones. So you can either roll it out, cut it with a scone cutter, or you can just roll them into little balls. They are going to double in size once you've put them in a warm room.
Can we do
once you've proved them. No, we're going to stick to a traditional round fadgie.
Why?
So, because it's a fadgie.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it too.
So, you've got to keep kneading. Come on, we're still going. No, we're not fighting it. We're kneading it. Come on, in.
Are we not biting it like we're in a wrestle?
No, we're kneading it. Come on.
Oh.
Come on, because it's going to take us 10 times longer if we don't do it properly the first time. So we should have a good chunk of dough there.
And we should have big muscles.
Henry's got steam coming off his guns. That's how hard he's going on this dough.
I've got
Isla's got rosy cheeks.
I've got a rosy head too.
So come
I've
on.
got rosy
Still
face.
going. Still going.
Tired.
Yeah, we're nearly there. We've nearly done a minute. Come on, Isla, get some going into that.
We haven't even done a minute.
We know we've done 4, so we're on our last bit now. No,
Stop.
because you've just been tickling it.
I'm not going to tickle it.
Right.
What?
So
What?
we are on our final couple of minutes. Right. So we are going to break ours off. We've got 2 baking trays to the side. So what we need to do is break it off into small balls, roll it into a small ball, or
Okay, now it's been 5 minutes.
a triangle, a square.
Get our big muscles again.
So just pull it apart and roll it. A bit bigger than that, Henry, otherwise that's just going to be bite size.
Oh, right.
So we're looking at...
Bit. Here's another bit. And there's the next bit. Now I'm going to
No, Anna, that's far too big. So we're looking at about
big bits.
this big little rock. So and we pop it. Don't forget that they're going to double in size.
Let me do it. I'm going to make mine
Because
small.
we're going to be here all
I'm going to
day.
make mine small so they go extra big.
So once you've got them on your tray and you've done them,
Is this my tray?
yeah, you're going to cover them in cling film.
Can I make a
And
big
then, no, you can't. Just do the small ones like us. You're going to cover them in cling film. and then you're going to put them in a really warm room to prove for 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm really hoping that they're going to double in size.
This isn't at yours.
No, in that time. So what I tend to do is I put them in the utility room with the tumble dryer on. It makes the room really warm. So it does make it quite moist, so we just...
Is that big enough or small? Too small?
Move it away from the side because it's still got to grow. That's it, Henry, we're going to have to put some of these on Isla's, I think.
No, can you get another chair?
No, we can put them on yours. Pop that on yours.
Made any? So you need to stop making them. Just put them in the middle.
Yeah, but they're going to grow and then they'll all touch. So there we go. So Fadgies, traditional Fadgies are pulled apart anyway, so it doesn't matter if they start to touch. So we're going to wrap our train cling film, pop it in a warm room, 45 minutes to an hour, and then pop it in an oven that is 230 degrees for 15 minutes. You can wash them with milk on the top. You can scatter them in flour so that they don't burn and they come out floury. Or no, don't put coconut milk and almond milk on top because you'll have a sweeter tasting bun. It just doesn't work.
We don't need the rolling pin.
No, we don't, because I just rolled them in a ball instead of cutting them out. So, and then they should be perfectly cooked. If you want to double check, if you've got really, really fat ones and you want to check that they're cooked, they should knock on the bottom. Once they're cooked,
You help.
Once they're cooked, if you just lift them up and tap them, they should sound hollow. Now, they won't be hollow, but they should sound hollow. Slice them in half, smother them in warm butter, and enjoy. And that is how you make Fadgies. So enjoy, everybody, and thanks for watching.